The Bear SMP is very interesting because it has a lot of really cool things like roleplay, as well as really cool people like Tubbo and BearBubb, and all in all I think it's very interesting and it's something that you should be aware of if you're into SMPs and stuff. So let's talk about it. I think the first thing I should talk about is what is the Bear SMP, because I think that it has a very interesting concept that has been done before, but I feel like the Bear SMP possibly does its best. And basically the Bear SMP is mainly a roleplay server. This means that there's mostly lore and storylines, and in general I think this is a really cool idea because in my opinion the biggest reason why the Dream SMP blew up so much is because of the storyline. On the Bear SMP, every single member has their own character with their own personality and their own traits, which is very cool because when they do lore, for example, the streams feel like they're a TV show, which I think is very interesting, and it's definitely something that the Dream SMP has tried before with things like Last Nevadas and Quackity's lore streams. And yeah, in general I think it's just a really cool concept for an SMP. Obviously bear in mind all of these stories and lore are scripted, just like on the Dream SMP, although I feel like the Dream SMP has more of a lenient storyline, whereas the Bear SMP, if I'm not mistaken, follows a very strict storyline which was predetermined. I could be wrong on that, but from my research, that's what it seems like. And while there is mostly lore on this server, there is also a lot of just chill gameplay, where all the members just play normal Minecraft, and it really does bring back the old Dream SMP vibes. So now you know what it is. Who is in the Bear SMP? Well, I think the first person we should talk about is Bear himself, who is the owner, and he is the main character when it comes to the lore. This isn't supposed to be like a lore video, so I'm going to give a rough summary of each character that I mention in this video, but Bear's character is basically someone who used to have a lot of friends on an old SMP, but now they're more closed up and will eventually open up, but right now Bear lives in a cave because he doesn't want to have any friends, obviously canonically. Another character on the Bear SMP is Fruit Legs. She's a very interesting character because she is a bard who travels with various songs, and she lost her chord book while making her way over to the Bear SMP. And just something that I really want to mention real quick is that when I say that she made her way over to the Bear SMP, something that's really cool about the server and the storyline is that it interacts with other SMPs. For example, Bear used to be on another SMP with Nikki, and when Nikki left to go to the Dream SMP, Bear was really sad because he lost a friend, and now this is why he is so closed up. And that's just an example of how this server interacts with other servers as well, which I think is really cool. The next character that I think is very interesting is Aimsey. She's like the Tommy Innit of the Bear SMP, and the reason why I think that is because she is annoying as her character, but she's always there for her friends, and she means good, which is very similar to Tommy's character on the Dream SMP. Next is Niachu, and as I said, because the characters and the lore interact with other servers, Niachu is literally the same character as she is on the Dream SMP, so there's not much to add to that. She's just Niachu that we all know. But the next person isn't the same as on the Dream SMP, and that is Tubbo. Tubbo literally took on the role of being God on the Bear SMP, and I mean that literally. He has creative mode. Bear even gave him op for a bit, which was quickly taken away after Tubbo did some questionable things. But yeah, his character is very interesting, and it's not really ever been done before, to my knowledge at least, that someone has creative mode on a roleplay server. So yeah, I think it's just going to be very interesting to see how he's going to be part of the lore. And obviously there's more members than just that, but this video would be quite long if I just went through every single character. But if you want that, leave it in the comments and like this video, and I might do in the future. Oh yeah, and I should also mention people like Jack Manifold and Foolish will also be coming onto the server as a cameo, which is really cool, I think. Now, the way I found out about the Bear SMP is through Twitter and people applying to join the Bear SMP, which brings me on to the next part of the video, which are the applications. If you, yes you watching this video, wants to join the Bear SMP, you can simply apply on Twitter, and if Bear thinks that you're a good fit for the server, he will add you, which I think is really cool because that's not really a thing on things like the Dream SMP, for example. You would have to be very lucky for Dream to see you and acknowledge you to get on the Dream SMP. But I think the fact that you have to apply to get on the Bear SMP is very smart when it comes to making the Bear SMP more popular, because as I said, this is how I found out about the Bear SMP, and I feel like more more people from different parts of the Minecraft community, for example animatics as well as commentary, will be introduced to the Bear SMP. And also I feel like people applying for the Bear SMP, because they really want to get in, when they get in they're going to be working very hard to make the best content they can, which again is very smart of Bear to do, because now he knows that basically whoever he adds that seems like they know what they're doing when it comes to content creation and roleplay will be a great fit for the Bear SMP. Which is honestly why I didn't apply, because I feel like I'm horrible at roleplay. I've tried it before with my friends, and I don't know, I feel like I'm just not the best actor, and I easily break out of character. But hey, maybe in the future, if I pick up that skill, I might apply, but probably not. Now, to get back onto the topic of the Bear SMP itself, I want to talk about why it was made in the first place. And I think that there are two answers, and the main one is to compete with the Dream SMP. And by the way, I don't mean this as a bad thing. I mean, the Dream SMP has been very inactive recently and their audience want content. So honestly, I think it's great that people are taking that opportunity to fill the gap in the market for a roleplay SMP. I mean, really, if you're trying to start an SMP, this is definitely the best time to start it, because the Dream SMP is just inactive. And I'm sure it's going to come back at some point, but it's not alive right now. So yeah, that's one reason why I think the Bear SMP started in the first place. The other reason is just that I feel like the content creators that are actually in the Bear SMP actually enjoy roleplay and obviously content creation in general. So fair enough, if they want to make an SMP, then they should, and it would be a shame if they didn't. So I don't think it's like a money grab or anything. I do think the creators genuinely enjoy roleplay and content creation. So yeah, now that you know why I think it was made in the first place, I just want to tell you what it takes for an SMP to pop off and to blow up just like the Dream SMP did. Now obviously I'm not some expert at making things go viral, but I think I have a pretty good list of things that you need to succeed. So let's go through it. Number one is stories. Obviously, because it's a roleplay server, it's going to have a lot of stories, which is great, and let me tell you why. I think the main reason why the Dream SMP blew up is because of the storyline, and this is because people get genuinely invested into the storyline, and that's why they want to keep watching. They don't want to miss a stream, because if they do, they miss a part of the storyline. And also, people like myself make YouTube videos about these stories, and that again brings more attention onto the Bear SMP. And obviously things like animatics and fan art are also something that bring eyes to the Bear SMP, and is basically content about the Bear SMP that none of the members in the actual SMP even have to make. And linking to that, I think the next biggest thing is to have a big community, or just an engaged community. I don't think that success when it comes to SMPs really mean how many viewers per stream you get. I think if the community is more engaged, even if it's smaller, if it's more engaged, I think that SMP is more successful, if that makes any sense. And the next thing is consistency. I think the big reason why the Dream SMP kind of fell off, if it did, I mean, this is how the Google Trends charts look right now. Whether you like it or not, the Dream SMP isn't as popular as it was before, and I think the big reason for that is because of the consistency. Obviously, now that the virus has kind of slowed down, people like Tommy and all the other creators just want to go outside and do vlogs and stuff, rather than the Dream SMP, which is obviously understandable, but it is also the reason why the Dream SMP has fallen in popularity. So I think if the Bear SMP is able to keep consistent, just like the Dream SMP did for a long time, they will be successful. So will it blow up? In my opinion, as I said, if they have what it takes, which is the stories, the fan base, the consistency, then I think truly they will blow up. And yes, while it does take a bit of luck, hard work increases that luck. And the Bear SMP has a lot of very hardworking people, so I really do believe that they have a big chance of blowing up if they do it right. So what are my general thoughts about the Bear SMP? Personally, I think that the concept and everything is really cool, and I'm definitely going to be watching it, but in my opinion, this isn't the kind of roleplay that is the best. I feel like roleplay where it's more improvised is better than this kind of scripted, like strict, almost like a TV show type of roleplay. And I think the main reason why I think that is just because Gen Z and the internet these days enjoys more chill content than really high production type content, if you know what I mean. Or at least I do. But I'm sure that other people will really like the Bear SMP because of the high quality. So if anything, I think it's just really cool. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Click on this video on screen right now now and also subscribe because I really want to have 30,000 subscribers because of the sweet YouTube rank. And yeah, see ya.